Hi beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a beautiful day. And today we're going to be doing a first impressions of the new Glamlite and Rick and Morty collection. Now first off, I love Glamlite's quality, so I'm like really hoping this one's good as well. And I know there's a bunch of controversy about the creator of Rick and Morty. However, this was created like years in the making before any of that came out. And I'm happy to like support Glamlite, show my support for them because like it's not their fault. So yeah, this collection is here. We're going to try out the eyeshadow palette, the highlighter palette trio, as well as the setting spray today. And we're just going to chit chat while I do a first look. I think we're going to go for a peachy look. Like this is a big palette. Usually I go for smaller palettes, but this looks so fun. Like it's rainbow, but there's so many matching pairings of colors that I'm like excited to reach into it. I'm going to try to reach for these kind of peachy tones today. I can do other looks with this palette if you guys want to see other looks with it. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, and I'm excited, so let's get into it, you know? Look how tan my body got, and I'm a little red right here. Look how tan my body got because I went car shopping over the weekend, and I was out in the sun. I wore sunscreen on my chest and arms, but it didn't help. It was beaming down hot, so I got super tan over the weekend. And while I prime my eyes with a Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base in Fair, I do want to mention that I have an Etsy. I have a small business Etsy. It's mostly accessories and a lot of spooky and sweet themes. I've had a lot of spooky ones for a while, and I also recently added a bunch of cuter ones like food related ones and little sassy ones. So if you guys are interested in that, I will leave my Etsy linked down below for you. I'd appreciate any support on that. And yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to try this palette because I feel like, okay, so there's like the BFF collection Lunar Beauty Laura Lee palette that I really want. And there's also the Cosmos palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills that I really want. But I haven't actually had anything in my hands recently, like new palettes that I've been excited for. So I'm really excited for this one. Also, I do want to show you guys the highlighter trio, which looks like this. It's kind of hard to tell on camera what colors they are. This one's obviously a blue. This one has like reflex of pink, and this one has reflex of like a lavender-ish looks in it. I will go ahead and, let's go ahead and swatch these. Oh, that's not lavender. It's definitely like a pinky. So here is the first one, the second one, which is more pinky purpley, and then the blue one. Here are the swatches of the highlighters. I love how metallic they are. I think the highlighter palette idea is like perfect combination for Rick and Morty. I do love this show. I know the creator of the show has been removed from it due to his inappropriate behavior, but like I still love the show. I knew he also made the show Solar Opposites, which I love. It's on Hulu if you want to check it out. I hope he's removed from that show too, so that show can continue because I really enjoy Solar Opposites. And back in the day, like I think it was like 2017, I was at the Raleigh SuperCon. I did a little panel for like how to start a YouTube channel. And he was there, the creator Rick and Morty was there. And when I tell you, you could not get in, there was a giant conference room where people could listen to his Q&A. You could not get in there. That is how popular Rick and Morty was, like right after the first season came out. I still think it's a very popular show, but I'm excited to see how it changes with new people in charge, you know? Okay, so for this look, like I said, I do want to reach for the kind of peachy shades and a little bit of red here. So I'm first going to go with a little flat brush. This is a Sigma E27. I'm going to go into the darkest shade. I'm going to start off with this orangey one, just so I can kind of gauge how pigmented this is. It looks very vibrant and pretty. I don't have a shade name for these shades, but that's fine. I'm going to put this on my outer corner. It's very pigmented, so I'm going to use this on both sides because I don't want it to be too orange or red of a look, but I did want the darker color on the outer corner. And of course, I don't claim to be a professional, like, ooh, greatest makeup artist in the world, so if I do a look, you can do a look too, you know? I'm just gonna tap this to blend it out a little bit with this flat brush, and then I'm gonna move on to a more blending one. This one's a very domed blending brush because I wanna keep the look very centered around the crease area. So this is a Sigma E35 tapered blending. And I'm going to go into the Peachy Peach shade now, which is this one. And then we're also going to use this pretty shimmer. First shade, very pigmented, beautiful. Let's see how this one performs all over the rest of my crease. My skin looks and feels very dry today. I'm having to wear this makeup that I'm doing right now for about 12, 13 hours. So I had to do like a full matte foundation situation. So I feel like because my skin needs to be very matte to last a very long time without like sweating off my face, my skin looks dry. Now this shade is not as pigmented as the other one, but it still does have some nice pigmentation. It's a little less vibrant, but it is a peach shade. I usually just rave about the shimmers from Glamlite because the shimmers are beautiful and I love a metallic shimmer. However, their mattes do have solid colors too. Like they're always really easy to blend. And I appreciate that even though they do rainbow palettes a lot, the palettes actually have pairings. Like sometimes I'll get a palette, and it's a rainbow palette, and it'll be like one green, one blue shimmer, one yellow, one orange shimmer. I'm like, I need pairings. I want like 2 orange shades, 2 yellow shades, you know? I do like that Glamlite does this. Y'all want something satisfying? This is a really nice, huge mirror, by the way. Like, if you don't want to use like a hand mirror, you could totally just use this. I wish this came with a hand mirror in the collection. Does it not? I wish this came with like a really cool, like maybe a, I don't know, like a test tube shaped mirror or something. That'd be fun. Next, I just want to touch a couple of the shimmers to like determine if I'm going to do one shimmer on the lid or multiple. So firstly, I want to touch this first one because it looks like an icy white, and you guys know I'm a sucker for that. I also want to touch this one because I can't tell if it's a green or kind of like a moss color. I can't really tell. And then I'm also want to touch this one right here because I can't tell if it's a lavender purple or an icy silver. So here are the shades on my fingers. Let's give it a little swatchy swatch. So the silver pulls more blue. The one that I thought was a green or a mossy color is kind of golden. And then the first icy white looking shade, first of all, a little lackluster, but it pulls a little pink. But this one is definitely not as pretty as the other ones. Very metallic. And it's kind of the same formulation as the highlighters. Okay, so for my lid, I'm going to use the orange shade right here. And I'm also going to put a little bit of something over in the center. So I'm going to use this for the outer area. Because I wanted a peachy look, not just an orange look, but this is very orange. So I'm going to use something different for the inner corner of my lid. But for the outer corner, we're sticking with this beautiful orange tone, which I think pairs really nicely with that. This one's not as metallic as the other ones I just swatched, but it is a pretty shimmer. And then for the inner portion, like I thought this would be very, very silver. It's a little more blue than silver, so we're not gonna reach for that one. I think what I'm gonna do is go into this first shade. I said it wasn't as pretty as the other one swatched out, but I'm hoping it's pretty enough for my inner half of my lid. Oh, it's very subtle. This one's very subtle. I do wish it was a little more metallic. This one's like, scrub your finger in there and you get some shimmer off. Meanwhile, the other ones, you like barely touch them and it's like metallic goodness. So this one's not my favorite, but I'm gonna make it work. Oh, it kind of looks like a little bit of an ombre. And then blending it all together with that same blending brush, no extra product, just so there's no harsh line in between our shimmers and our mattes. And then I'm gonna go back into this little flat one I used to pack on that like orangier shade, this really pretty color. And I'm gonna go back into the peach one. There's not a neutral in sight in here if I want to do a neutral lower lash line, but that's okay. And I'm gonna put the peachy shade under here. Not gonna go very heavy. I don't want my eyes to look very heavy today, but peach is different for me. Like I don't really wear peach eyeshadow very often. I think I'm always scared I'm gonna look like a rabbit. You know how rabbits have like red eye area? I think that's what I'm worried about. I've always been told that like my eyes are very blue, like my whites, my eyes are very blue. So when I do something warm next to them, it can sometimes look a little funny. It's never stopped me from doing like a grungy color or anything, but I'm always a little wary of peachies and pinks. Now that all my shimmery stuff is done, I'm gonna use the setting spray. This is so cute. It's so cute. It's gonna be easy to store. No, it's not gonna like lay against the rest of my setting sprays, but I love it anyways. It just says this is the Rick Dependence setting spray. It doesn't say it's any scent. I was kind of worried it'd be orange scent and I wouldn't like it, but it doesn't say it has any scent, which is good because you don't need the added fragrance. So let's give this a try. It's very wet. I do kind of wish it was a slightly finer mist, but it's evenly distributed, no big blots, like spots on my face that I can feel. So that's good. I'm really liking this like subtle peachy moment right now. Now because I am wearing this for like 13 hours, I don't want to do anything like too drastically crazy with my eye makeup or like huge lashes or anything, because after I wear huge lashes for like 8 hours, it looks weird. So I'm going to take a little bit of my NYX White Epic ink liner and just put a little bit in my inner corner for a little bit of a pop of brightness, make my eyes look a little more awake. Doing slightly less than I normally would. Like I'll normally just put a streak of white under here. I'm gonna make it a little more subtle today. And then I like to put liquid eyeshadow right here, like underneath that white part. So I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Wedding one in behind the veil, because this one's like very metallic and pretty. And I'm just gonna put it right here, just for a little bit of shimmer. Again, it's gonna make my eyes look more open and wide, which is what I always want. I want like big, huge, open eyes. I'm going to do a little itty bitty baby wing as well with my liquid eyeliner from Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 ink. Lights Camera Lashes mascara from Tarte, because I need to use this for it dries up. I would have liked a Rick and Morty green mascara. I think that'd been fun. Not for everyday use, but I feel like you could definitely do your lower lashes in green. That'd be fun. Or a purple. Purple would be fun too. And for lashes, I'm going to use Lily Lashes So Extra Miami just for a little bit of outer flare. I'm not going to focus them too far on the inside of my eye, because again, open, wide eye today. And while my lash glue is getting tacky, I'm going to put some nude eyeliner in. This one's Tarte Fake Awake. Alright, I added a nude lip. Here is the eye makeup. It looks very pretty. I'm really into how like the peachiness of it all really sticks, and the fact that it's slightly darker over here, my little baby wing. So now I need to try the highlighter trio. Now for this, I kind of want to mix both of these two colors together. We're kind of going to avoid the blue one just because blue doesn't go with this. And like I said, I'm very insecure about my blue eyeballs, but I'm going to go into both of them. It looks super metallic on this, and let's see. I chose a really big highlighter brush to kind of diffuse it. It's putting very pink. I don't know if we can tell, but it's very pink. I'm going to go back in on both of them on this side. Can we even tell? Is the lighting even like doing anything for me right now? Okay, so it's more subtle. It's very sparkly, so it's more not as metallic as I thought it was going to be. But it does give me a really pretty pinkish glow. Again, I don't know if we can even tell on this side, but this side hits the light more. More subtle, but it is sparkly and pretty. And it's pink, so I feel like it kind of works with my peachy eye look. I went for like a nude lip with this a little bit cooler because I apparently am out of a lot of my nude regular colors. To like lock my shimmer down and not let it go all over my face, I am going to use a setting spray again. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. What do we think? I mean, honestly, I really like it. This is just a first impressions. I don't know if all the colors in this palette are absolutely perfect or not, but I do really like it. I like the setting spray too. Again, it's very wet. If you're into a very, very fine mist, this may be a little bit bigger of a spray for you, but it works out fine. The highlighter palette's very subtle for how metallic they look when you finger swatch them, but you could always put them on top of a face that's not set with powder, and it's going to look a little more metallic than what it looks like on me. The palette itself, so far I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to do more looks with it. I kind of want to do like a really cute navy and black look with some of these darker shades, and of course there's a lot of greens and purples and stuff. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities in here. I've been more open to trying new colors in my eyes recently, so I think this is the perfect palette for me to do that with. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I really appreciate you guys watching today, and I will see you later. Have a beautiful day. Okay, bye. And also follow me on TikTok. You can do that. Follow me on TikTok. That'd be fun.